Sheikh Lubna Al-Qasimi.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Your Highnesses, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for the kind introduction and good evening to you all. I'm so happy to be here tonight attending this wonderful event. And the room is full of wonderful energy, I can feel it. I would firstly like to commend the Global Thinkers Forum for offering us this opportunity to celebrate the achievements of these extraordinary individuals and to discuss women's significant roles in society and their participation in the development of our economies. This platform allows us to collectively address and identify solutions to issues we are facing as a region. I would also like to offer my sincere congratulations to each and every winner and to all women who have made a positive impact on their societies in any form. Ladies and gentlemen, women across the globe, and particularly here in the Arab world, have made great advances toward empowerment, leadership, and change in fields that were unthinkable a generation or two ago. In business, science, and government, women have worked hard to succeed, become leaders, and inspire future generations. Women who constitute half, if not more than of our society, are now venturing into fields traditionally dominated by men, and contrary to stereotype, they are increasingly choosing to pursue degrees in the sciences, business, law, and engineering. The UAE is one such country which has shown major improvements on the social, economic, and political participation of women. Due to the support and the trust of our leaders, women in this country now hold over 60% of public sector posts and 30% of senior decision-making positions in the government sector. In media, I can confidently say that Emirati women are making a large contribution to the growth of the industry. By 2030, we expect 40% of all media employees to be Emirati women. 60% of the Emirati doctors in the UAE are women, 67% are dentists, 90% nurses, and 94% are pharmacists. I think we can all agree that women in our region have achieved a great deal in the past decade, given the difficult circumstances at times. Nonetheless, compared to the rest of the world, we have a long way to go, and as always, there is considerable room for improvement. On the global level, if we look at Fortune 500 companies, women hold only 3% of CEO positions and only 15% of board seats. If we look closer to home, only 1 in 4 women in the MENA region are employed or looking for work. This is half of the global rate. We must be doing more to foster growth and create jobs for women, particularly in the private sector, which in turn means reducing barriers and combating negative stereotypes in order to create an enabling and healthy environment for women. Economic opportunities can be created by harnessing the large yet untapped capability of the female talent pool, which is unique in our region. The existence of ready and able young women can be attributed in part to progress made in our education system. In some Arab states, there are more girls than boys in secondary schools and more women than men graduating from university. For example, in the UAE, women account for 70% of university graduates and enrollment, one of the highest proportions worldwide. Multiple studies have shown that empowering women would have a multiplier effect, leading to more job growth and stronger local economies. Women are key to global economic success, and it has been reported that the increase in employment of women in developed economies during the past decade contributed more to global growth than did China. The endless benefits which come from enhancing women's participation in the growth of our economies do not need reiteration, so let us now focus on working together to leverage the potential of our educated and ambitious women. Thank you again to the organizers of this wonderful event, and congratulations once more to our distinguished winners. Please enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you.
Global Thinkers Forum, an ecosystem for excellence in leadership.
Excellency Roger, go.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين. Your Highnesses, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, honored guests, it is a pleasure to stand before you this evening as Dubai Businesswomen Council proudly partners with the Global Thinkers Forum in Dubai, representing the Council at tonight's event is a great privilege, and I am delighted to be here among so many thought leaders, change makers, and compatriots who have reached a high stature through the years. The awards theme embodies what many women in the region strive for: to promote change in our society, economy, and strive for the overall betterment of our communities. Our organizations address the same vital issues of the role of women in business in the UAE and the importance of women empowerment across the region. I would therefore take this opportunity to thank Elizabeth for the gracious invitation to be part of this year's event. Tonight, we will honor Arab world's most celebrated female changemakers and their achievements. The Dubai Businesswomen Council feels that being part of an international movement of women empowerment is integral to our activities and growth. Since the Dubai Businesswomen's inception in 2002, we have seen a large growth in the demand for women in leadership roles. This is a testament to the significance of our vision to facilitate opportunities for women, and thanks to organizations like a Global Thinkers Forum, we are able to reach out to more women more frequently with exceptional networking opportunities and knowledge sharing. As a young nation, the policies of UAE has ensured that we have taken far greater strides in empowering women and offering opportunities within all levels of society. UAE's founding father, the late Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan, said, "Nothing could delight me more than to see the woman taking up her distinctive position in society. Nothing should hinder her progress. Like men, women deserve the right to occupy her position according to their capabilities and qualifications." UAE leadership support and commitment towards providing equal opportunities for businesswomen in the UAE is evident in the growing number of SMEs that have women at the helm. It is gratifying to see how women from around the world who make UAE their new home fulfill their aspiration of being businesswomen and starting their own enterprise. Furthermore, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Vice President and Prime Minister of the UAE and ruler of Dubai, has said, "It is not strange for a UAE woman to be an ambassador. She who proves herself merits praise and encouragement." This reassurance of the country's wise and foresighted leaders further motivates the Dubai Businesswomen Council to enhance positive change in their community, boosting the acceptance and awareness of the potential of businesswomen. While the numbers of well-educated UAE women who have the potential to start scalable ventures have reached high levels, many of these women are not pursuing entrepreneurship or being exposed to entrepreneurial possibilities through networking. At the time when economies need high growth, entrepreneurs more than ever, the Dubai Businesswomen Council is keen to pursue opportunities that will inspire women to seek advisors, training, and networks that will help them unleash their potential and fundamentally change lives. We have assembled for this prestigious occasion to celebrate and felicitate women's leaders and their achievements. We share one common goal, and that it encourages us to further leverage the importance of platforms like these to gain a bigger share of voice. We applaud women for the role they play in our society, and I would like to personally thank my peers for the ongoing support which has motivated and inspired me to work towards this cause. I'm constantly energized through my interaction with the younger generation, as I continue to believe that our women are destined to achieve great success in their chosen field of work. Congratulations to all fellow winners tonight. Together we can build value, make a difference, and leave a legacy for the future generation of women leaders. Thank you all, and have a pleasant evening.
Global Thinkers Forum, an ecosystem for excellence in leadership.
Please welcome on stage Dr. Rafia Mubash.
I'm not supposed to give a talk, but just one word. Always when they talk about Raja as a leader in business, she was a leader of education, and that would make a difference for this society. This is something I have to mention. The other thing, they mentioned that something to do with gender equality. It's don't understand that we are trying to bring the women to be equal to the men. They are already there. We are trying to bring men to the women.
Global Thinkers Forum, an ecosystem for excellence in leadership.
Invite to the stage now the founder and CEO of Global Thinkers Forum, Elizabeth Philippou.
Your Highnesses, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, Salam Alaikum. This is an evening to celebrate, to embrace excellence. Your Excellence, actually, Your Excellence, and thank you for being here. I only want to say how humbled I feel by your presence, your hospitality, your achievements. But above all, I'm humbled by your intelligence and your admirable work. Arab women as change makers, yes, because this is what you are, you're change makers. Because you, Arab women, know how to lead. You don't want anyone, and you do not allow anyone to create your future, to define your future. You create your future yourselves. You're strong and powerful, but you're also loving, and you're warm and caring, and you care for society, and you care for humanity. So I salute you with all my admiration. And I would like to congratulate you for all your achievements in governance, in business, in finance, in gender equality, in science, in protecting the environment, in protecting people, in caring about orphans, in peacemaking, in every single sector or section that I can think of. And I would like to profoundly thank you for your presence tonight and support towards Global Thinkers Forum. I am delighted to announce, as Becky already said, that Global Thinkers is opening an office here in Dubai. And the reason why we're doing that is because we have come across so much interest for our work, our mission, which is about creating an ecosystem for excellence and excellence in leadership. Our world needs better leaders, and women can play a very strong role in creating the future generation of leaders. So we will be here as we're growing fast and we're expanding internationally. Dubai and the Emirates will be our base. I'd like to particularly welcome and thank Muna, thank you very much for the inspiring look in your eyes. I'm looking at you and you are a role model for me. I would like to particularly thank Dubai Business Women Council and also Sharjah Business Women Council and its president, Mrs. Mira Binkaram, who has joined our board of advisors as of this week, and we're having plans for Sharjah and for the Emirates for 2015 together. Thank you very much, and I'd also like to thank you, our advisory board members, like Her Royal Highness Princess Sumaya. You've been with us for 2 years now. Thank you very much for all your support and the work that you do. And of course, other advisory board members like Sir Jay Purse, who's here tonight, making this evening so very special for all of us. Dima Bibi, Dima, thank you. Yogos Marvelis, and of course, we have about 20 very special, highly successful people on our advisory board. And so they're not all of us, all of them together tonight, but I would like to thank them profoundly from my heart. So the future is ours. Let's create it together, and now it's time to celebrate excellence. Thank you.
Global Thinkers Forum, an ecosystem for excellence in leadership.
Is awarded to Dr. Ismail Elouaf. Please welcome her sister, she is just giving birth herself, so her sister is here to accept the award on her behalf.
Yeah, Dr. Ismail, she couldn't join us because she had a baby. We had
Global Thinkers Forum, an ecosystem for excellence in leadership.
For 2014 award for excellence in media is awarded to Ms. Muna Abu Sulaiman.
I wanted to thank you for the award, and I wanted to say that without my co-presenters, my producers, my team, this would not be possible. Alhamdulillah, is now the longest running show in the Arab world and consistently always in the top 5. This kind of success did not come except with hard work, dedication, and a love of information. We're dedicated to helping women, men, families live a better life. I grew up with the saying that information is king. I've always been obsessed with information. Loved reading anything, from the back of a cereal box to health things, all the way to The Economist, Sadirati magazine, Time magazine, and the white papers that Baba had all over the house. The largest room always in any house we had, Saudi Arabia, Malaysia, the US, Egypt, was always a library. My mother, every Friday, before the age of the internet where you can share very easily, with Xerox, things that she cut out from magazines, usually on parenting, so that me and my siblings would read it. Information is king, and this is quite apt description for the age of the internet, in the information economy, where we live in a hyper-connected, hyper-contextualized world, and where delusion information now is bombarding us. Information might be king, but managing information today is the difference between survival and thriving. Information has the power to inform, educate, entertain, engage, empower. And so along with the quality of information that I've worked very hard with in the show, I'm now obsessed with the virality of information. What information is needed? In which medium? How to decipher it? How to use it? How to make it go viral? In the beginning, this started when I was teaching at the university. It went on to my media work, thanks to Karanawan, then on to philanthropic work. But now it seeps into my entrepreneurial ventures. For example, I'm obsessed with how to use information to give college students in the Arab world better access to the latest information in their fields. They lag behind because, unfortunately, there is no such thing as translated Arabic journals. So they graduate without knowing what's going on in the rest of the world. My co-founder, Nura Hassan, and her company Tarjama is also here today. And I'm very proud to be working with her to create the Arab world's largest Arabic journal translation database. I'm also obsessed with how can we use information to help women access the latest information to empower them. How can we do it through financial literacy? For example, a micro-investing program that can create wealth for them. How do we use information to translate those tools into a better life for them? Information is king. Responsible media can help people find the right piece of information to change their lives. But in the end, it's always the individual himself or herself. With each click on the mouse, with each share and post, with each press on the button, who consciously and actively determines how to use that information. Information is king, but knowledge is power. Thank you.
Global Thinkers Forum, an ecosystem for excellence in leadership.
Global Thinkers Forum 2014 Award for Excellence in Positive Change is awarded to Her Royal Highness Princess Samaya bint Hassan of Jordan. Her Royal Highness Queen Sylvia of Uganda, who flew in from Uganda just for this event. We'd like to thank her for her honour as well. So very good.
Your Highness, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, but in particular, dear Elizabeth, I'm extremely honoured to receive this award for excellence in positive change. All of us at the Royal Scientific Society and at my university, the Sumaya University for Technology, are immensely grateful to the advisory board of the Global Thinkers Forum for their recognition of the work we do in promoting science for peace in our region. We feel privileged to be in such worthy company, for I have long had great respect for the vital work done by the GTF to promote dialogue, debate and engagement on the core issues that drive us all. We must continue to advocate for equal, inclusive and ambitious change in our dynamic societies in transition. GTF has been particularly supportive of our national campaign for the public awareness of the drivers of change. This groundbreaking initiative was designed to engage all sections of our society in a discussion on the importance of homegrown scientific solutions to deal with present and future challenges. By using our research talent to identify the key factors that are driving change within Jordan, we aim to provide vital input to the kingdom's development of the country. For it is only by squarely facing up to our challenges and working towards sustainable development solutions that we can maximise our own resources, both human and natural. Perhaps it is especially important to recognise the role of women as changemakers this evening by celebrating our ability to understand our communities as we strive to help them achieve their vast potential. Our young people have so much capacity to contribute to regional development and to global scientific advancement, but we must begin our endeavours by acknowledging our shortcomings as societies in transition, for only then can we begin to overcome them. It is perhaps a maternal feature and a feminine strength that we want the best for our children, but we insist that they work hard to achieve it. Our citizens citizens must have ownership over their own success, and they must be allowed to work for a better future. Two vital steps in this regard are open discussion and communal problem solving. We are currently broadening ownership of the Drivers of Change initiative as we build a database that connects the data we have collected with the rich, qualitative material gathered from focus groups and other discussion forums. All of this information and analysis will be available through an online portal so that our citizens can access and engage with the conversation of a nation. This is not politics or power play. It is the real engagement of a community in flux. Ladies and gentlemen, GTF 2014 rightly celebrates the role of Arab women as changemakers in our societies. We engage and we empower. We lead and we nurture. Our role is to facilitate discussion and innovation as uncompromised representatives of our communities. We do so for this generation and for those to come. I am proud every day to work with so many talented people at RSS and PSUT, people who have made a real difference to the lives and expectations of thousands of people in Jordan and beyond. So many of them young girls and capable women. We all believe that science is the key to building peace and to providing hope for all our people. Science must be allowed to play its part in creating equality in our region and in our world. It is impossible to accept how inequality can continue to grow in a world that possesses the technology, capacity and skills to provide for all its citizens, all of our children. It is therefore vital that we engage with one another and with the wider world in our quest for a more equitable and sustainable future. Just before I finish, I'd like to say I'm not accepting this award for myself. Firstly, it comes from my father, the chairman of the Hassan Science City. And to everybody who I work with there, but particularly to the hardest three working members of my team who are here with me tonight, I want to thank them, to Mama, Bassam and Bassam. Thank you very much. And I thank you
Global Thinkers Forum, an ecosystem for excellence in leadership.
Congratulations to the honorees of the Arab Women as Changemakers. I'm honored to celebrate with you in recognizing their resounding successes. Every woman's success is an inspiration to another. I would like to thank Elizabeth for inviting me to this occasion, and most of all to thank her for undertaking such a great initiative. It is remarkable that we are celebrating women who have done it right. They have redefined the narrative of women's future, affirmed themselves as undisputed trendsetters, and also have made new paths for others to follow. I'm part of a cultural institution, Uganda Kingdom in Uganda, which is over 800 years. And I'm also acutely aware that our women are very conscious and respectful of their positive cultural grounding and proud of their heritage. I use culture as a platform to uplift the lives of our people, and I have embraced the process of cultural renaissance and transformation that promotes the positive aspects of culture to improve economic and social well-being of children, youth, and women in Uganda. I implore you to join or to begin a journey together. It requires us to have open minds to the endless possibilities and opportunities that come with partnerships and investments between Arab and African women. While cognizant that our histories and realities may differ, I'm certain that our aspirations we have as transformative leaders of the world, but it is an obligation that we must perform in our lifetime as mothers of our nations. There is a common saying that if we stand tall, it is because we stand on the backs of those before us. So I'm very optimistic that one day we will reminisce that the Global Thinkers Forum allowed us to create solid linkages and bridges between Arab women and African women changemakers. Once again, I heartily congratulate our awardees for being key players in the economic and social scene. And you have succeeded in promoting positive models for women's agency and power. I thank you very much.
Global Thinkers Forum, an ecosystem for excellence in leadership.
Award for Excellence in Life to the Award for Congratulations.
Your Highnesses, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests. It's indeed a great honor and pleasure for me to receive this very special award, Excellence in Life, tonight in Dubai, and very kindly presented by the Global Thinkers Forum. I'm truly humbled by this award and wish to commend the Global Thinkers Forum on this important initiative and thank and give my thanks and appreciation to the founder and CEO, Mrs. Elizabeth Filiopoli, and her esteemed colleagues. Distinguished guests, this award comes at a timely moment in my life as I commemorate and am about to celebrate 30 years of voluntary work, voluntary service, promoting greater understanding between the Arab world and the international community, and for most part, devoting a great deal of time to supporting, promoting, and enhancing the role of Arab women in all spheres, in the Arab world and internationally. From the outset, as a development economist, I was truly convinced, and I had a strong belief, that our beloved Arab region will not optimize its true potential for sustainable development and prosperity without truly enhancing and harnessing the rich resource of women in the region. As we look ahead at this critical junction in Arab history, I remain convinced more than ever before that the future of the Arab region will be supported and enhanced by a greater role for women. And we hope that it will be a future marked by progress, by opportunities, by progress, I repeat, and by stability, which the people of our region need. Thank you very much.
Global Thinkers Forum, an ecosystem for excellence in leadership.
Glowing, and she has a very, very, very good reason to glow this evening. Dr. Ismahane Elouafi. Very, very good. Sorry to disturb the award. Oh, but you know, it's a pleasure and an honor, especially 2 days ago.
Good, yeah, absolutely. I'm really sorry to hear it. Privilege and an honor to be here with you. It has been a great surprise for me to be chosen for science. It's a discipline that's very close to my heart. It's, as Your Highness just said, that's the future. Because if we look at the history of civilization, the main point where we got really big, it was because of science. So I believe that the future of our populations should be based on science. The decision should be based on science all over the world, and being awarded in such a discipline, it's really a great honor. Being also among the list of these great ladies, it's a great honor. Being a mom too only giving birth 3 days ago. I think leadership of women is different than leadership of men, and it should be different. And the thing that I see different in leadership of women is that it's more human. It's more realistic, it's more down, more to the ground. And I think with that kind of leadership mixed with humanity and much more realistic needs of the people, based on science again, based on facts, not on ideas and politics and hidden agendas, I think that's what could make really change maker for the arts. Thank you very much. And
Global Thinkers Forum, an ecosystem for excellence in leadership.
Global Thinkers Forum 2014 Award for Excellence in Philanthropy is awarded to Dr. Atala Gutar, Chairman and Founder of SANIC.
Probably all of you will be confused. I have the honor to accept this award for my partner and husband, Dr. Atala Gutar, who unfortunately cannot be with us tonight due to urgent family responsibilities in Jerusalem. But thank you very much for your nice note. I am the CEO of Saran Philanthropy Advisory, a Jordan-based organization that is promoting Arab philanthropy in the region and worldwide, linking it to networks and philanthropic institutions across the globe. It is a pleasure particularly to honor a man that I have very fortunate to be married with and working very closely together, that is supporting Arab philanthropy and within philanthropy the role of Arab women to enable their societies to grow, to change in a way that builds citizenship across the Arab region. We have seen today, and I think also here, that we have lots of Arab women that have played and are still playing a very important role in philanthropy. We are very much honored to achieve this award. Thank you very much to the Global Thinkers Forum.
Global Thinkers Forum, an ecosystem for excellence in leadership.
Global Thinkers Forum 2014 Award for Excellence in Cultural Creativity is awarded to Hayley Karana.
Yes, we do. She recently welcomed the baby daughter, and this is why she couldn't travel. And I have to say, an awful lot of babies. Congratulations to everybody. My goodness, it must be in the air conditioning or something. So we have, they've got a video, and she wanted you all to see this. So let's watch that.
Hi. I'm very sad that I was not able to attend the event. I actually just had a baby 2 months ago, so it's a little bit difficult to travel. But I would really like to thank the GTF team for their efforts in highlighting issues such as gender equality, as this is really something that I strive for in my work. And it's also very much present in my personal life, specifically now that I have a daughter as well. So I'm very proud to be part of the GTF network, and I look forward to a creative future. Thank you.
Global Thinkers Forum, an ecosystem for excellence in leadership.
We were sent apologies due to a last-minute change, but we have an extremely good chap to come on stage and take the award on her behalf, Ahmed Al-Mahim.
can't speak on our behalf, so I think to support. But I'm proud and lucky to work under leadership of such a great woman. I'm proud and lucky because I've been raised by a great woman, and I'm proud and lucky because I'm a father of 3 beautiful girls who have tell them great stories about great women I've met here this evening. And I wish that I see my daughter's new chairs in a few years. Thank you very much.
Global Thinkers Forum, an ecosystem for excellence in leadership.
Global Thinkers Forum 2014 Award for Excellence in Pioneering is awarded to Ms. Raha Mohammed.
We actually bumped into each other on Everest Base Camp. How funny is that? Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I can't believe this is happening because you have given my silly dream of attempting a mountain such profound meaning. Standing here is proof, honestly, that anything is impossible, even for a woman to stand on top of the world, literally. Let your dreams be a reflection of the endlessness of your capabilities. Be bold, be brave, because after all, history was never made by the faint-hearted. Thank you very much.
Global Thinkers Forum, an ecosystem for excellence in leadership.
Global Thinkers Forum 2014 Award for Excellence in Education is awarded to EDRAX, award to be received by Ms. Haifa Del Al-Ahmed.
Your Royal Highnesses, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, and dear Elizabeth. IDRAC is an Arabic language massive open online course platform which holds the promise to deliver, to give access to high quality education to much larger numbers than we had ever been able to reach before. The technology was right, and the Queen Rania Foundation, inspired by the vision of Her Majesty, Queen Rania of Abdullah, and supported by a very competent team of young developers, course managers, people who took it upon themselves to strive for excellence. All of those people stand behind IDRAC. At its essence, IDRAC is about harnessing Arab talent from all over the world, academics and professionals alike, to offer courses free of charge to those who are interested in learning, but also to those who are disadvantaged by socioeconomic circumstance, by gender constraints, by geographical distance, and more by the violence that is wreaking havoc on so many parts of our region. With initial aspirations to reach 100,000 learners in 1 year, we were very happy, very surprised to find 93,000 people signing up to learn with us in the first 3 months. Today, we stand at 115,000, and the numbers are rising by the day. IDRAC is about turning us from consumers to producers. We want to produce content, and we are producing technology. And we are, through those two, recapturing the Arab narrative. We want the world to hear Arabs through Arab voices. From IDRAC, or through IDRAC, we have learned that education is about hope. Hope that tomorrow will be better than today, and there is no
higher time, no more opportune time to think about hope for the region. It's more important than anything else these days. I wish to thank the Global Thinkers Forum for recognizing the hope and for recognizing the potential, the promise of Iraq. I have been privileged to work with inspiring leaders all my life, and I am so lucky to be at the helm of the Queen Rania Foundation, creating change and leading a team of changemakers. Thank you very much.
Global Thinkers Forum, an ecosystem for excellence in leadership.
Global Thinkers Forum 2014 Award for Excellence in Business is awarded to Dr. Sheikha Al-Mustafa.
I'm humbled, I'm gratified, delighted, humbled. Why? Because I am on the stage receiving an award with the ladies that I have the highest respect and admiration and adoration for. Her Highness, Sheikha Lubna Qasimi. I have told Her Highness many times privately how much I admire, how much I thank her for her leadership and of her hard work, but this gives me opportunity to publicly declare my highest esteem for her. Then I declare what I always say to my friend, Her Excellency Raja Turk, as a role model, a community leader, exemplary national and a global national. To be on the stage with her is really humbling experience. Then I attest that the awards have been given to the right people. I have the privilege and honor to be serving in the board of directors of 2 winners here. I have the good fortune of serving under the inspirational leadership of the founder and chairman of the Arab International Women Forum, Mrs. Haifa Bayani. I salute her leadership of the forum, and she makes all the Arabs proud. Then I have the honor to serve in the board of directors together with Her Excellency Noor Al-Kaabi. The young generation of UAE national who infuses in us not only admiration and pride, for us, the older generation, is a piece that passes understanding, that knowing when our time is over, our country is in good leadership. This is a special occasion that I never thought I would be on the stage with. Is to be on the stage of the media lady that I have a great deal of admiration out of all the media ladies in the levels of media, Becky. It's a real honor, and I salute you, Becky. I've seen all. I watch you and never thought I would be on the stage. We have seen the achievers, but look at me closely. I am a testimony of my country's leadership. I'm in the oldest generation. We have the younger generation, Her Excellency Raja, Her Excellency Noor Al-Kaabi, but I am a living testimony of the farsightedness, non-discriminatory, visionary leadership of our country, starting with our founder, God bless his soul, Sheikh Zayed Haile Sheikh Zayed Mr. Prime. Today, for the Americans, I hope we have some here in the audience, it's a Thanksgiving day. That Americans count their blessings. Thank God another president, President Obama, saved the soul of one goose. But for us, for me, it's an occasion for Thanksgiving. I know my country is in good hands. I'm proud for the privilege, for the blessings endowed to me from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to be a citizen of this country. It has been declared statistically, without any doubt, Dubai is the happiest place in the whole world. It's not only the glamour and glitz of the science fiction city that we have, created by the visionary leadership of our Prime Minister, Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Nahyan, who will never see because also for the leadership. I'm from Abu Dhabi. We enjoy the greatest leadership of our President, Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed, His Highness Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan, and the most understanding, compassionate leader, our Crown Prince in Abu Dhabi, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Nahyan. I would not be here today because now is a work to imagine women leadership, imagine women in the, I am not imagining. I'm the old generation. I got this opportunity because of the wonderful country we have, the far-sighted leadership we have, the tireless, visionary leadership we have. Thank you, and to fellow Americans, happy Thanksgiving. Last but not least, welcome to our foreign guests. Welcome and enjoy our city of Dubai, and do come back. There is more to see. Thank you.
Global Thinkers Forum, an ecosystem for excellence in leadership.